Hi, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a My Little Pony design, and we're also going to sculpt out the nail. And the My Little Pony we're going to do is Rarity. So for this design, I've already applied a tip and I've already prepped the nail as well, using the Nail Prep Dehydration and the primer. Okay, so now I'm going to use Max Adhesion, which is our best seller. Then the powder that I'm going to use is Passionate Purple. And I'm going to completely cover this nail with this colour. So I'm just going to do a thin layer. So a thin layer of colour, and then I will cap the colour in clear. So we've got a nice layer of colour there. So I'm going to cap that with clear powder now. I'm doing this because I want to lay in the structure, and I also want to create a bit of thickness with the clear. When I come to paint on the top of this nail, you will also see a slight gap between the colour of the background and the paint, and I want that as well. But as I put the paint on, I'll explain that to you a little bit more. So I'm going to let that set up now a little bit. Just going to slightly pinch, not too much. Now it's all set, I'm going to file it into shape. I'm going to use an electric file a little bit. Just to smooth over. And making sure I'm not filing off the apex. I'm going to use a hand file and do the same filing routine as I always do, doing the side walls first and the cuticle area next. This is a great way of doing a permanent colour for somebody if they can't get on with gel polish. Some people, you know, really can't get on with gel polish and it peels, and or they mess with it. They like to pick it and peel it. Well, once that colour's in there with acrylic, it's a lot more difficult for, you know, the client to get off. So it's a great way to do a full colour as well. I'm just going to buff the surface now, make it nice and smooth. I want it nice and smooth and matte so I can paint on top of this. I'm just going to dust off any excess dust and then wipe over with some pure acetone just to smooth that top surface even more. So now we're going to do the first My Little Pony of this series, which is Rarity. So I'm going to get my acrylic paints ready now. So we'll need white, purple, blue and a bit of black. So I want a little bit of water into the white, and we're going to start by doing the shape of the head. This is going to be the main part. This is just quite rough, to be honest. It's not perfect. We're sort of like using the paint to sketch out and map out where everything's going to be. So that's where a little nose will be. The neck. So you're starting off with a round section, a round shape with a little pointy bit coming out for the nose, and then you've got the start of the neck here and the rest of the neck there, coming straight off the back of that circle. So there's the ear. So now we can start to fill this in white. So the neck, and then we've got a leg here, and one that just comes to the back there, and some of the body, which a lot of that body is going to be covered by her hair, so don't be too concerned about it. So they're quite simple shapes. And then we're going to do her unicorn. Now that's dry, I'm just going to go over again with more of a wet paint. So I've just mixed a lot of water in, just so it's nice and flat and smooth, so you can't see the brush marks. Now with the purple, just going to water that down, and then we're going to start to sketch out again the hair. So these simple lines, we're not filling in and putting any detail in yet. So now I'm just going to mix a little bit of white with purple to make a a lighter purple. And I can do the highlighted sections with this. I'm just going to deepen the darker parts of the hair. Right, I'm going to mix now with the blue, a bit of blue and a bit of purple, which will make a darker, more blued tone. So it's more like a bluey purple tone for the hair. And we're going to fill in those parts. And then I'll add a bit of highlighting to it. So just do it all in sections. It's a lot easier to do that way. So I'm just adding a little bit of white to that colour now. So I've just got it a little bit lighter, so I can add more of the highlights. And a little bit more highlighting. So slightly paler again. I'm just going to take the purple now and wait till they run upstairs. Just going to put any other details in there that need to be in there. So that's the hair done. Now we're going to get a little bit of white and a smidge of black to make a grey. Quite a pale grey, and we're going to outline the face and the chest and the legs. So just make everything stand out a little bit more, just like it is on the cartoon. So you're just using the very tip of your brush to go round. And then I can do the little lines that are on the unicorn. And a little smile. And a little nostril. Now I'm going to map out the eye. So I want black paint, quite watered down. Now it's a big eye. And I'm going to start from where the mouth is here. And just come up. Then the eye will sit around there. And that's all I need to do for now. Right, so the blue mixed with a tiny bit of purple just to give it a darker blue. Go around the outside of your eye here. So that centre round ball we did in the middle, you're just going round the outside of that right hand side. And then black paint for the pupil. Got some tiny lashes here. And with the lighter blue, mix it with a little bit of white. So it's a nice light blue. Just put that on the top part of the eye there. With the light blue, I'm just going to water that down a little bit and add a little bit of highlighting here. Then we're going to put the shine of the eye, so you want just white. And you've got a little circle here and a little one there.
Rarity has a cutie mark, which is a little cute diamond.
So in this space in the bottom here, we're going to put that. It's quite a simple shape. Done in light blue. A nice pointy diamond. And then with the darker blue, you can add the details of the centre of the diamond, which has an oval shape in the middle, and then lines just coming off to the corners. So that's all the artwork done. As long as that's dry, we can seal this in. We can seal it all in with the Mega Gloss. Make sure you cap the nail. And make sure you cover all the paintwork. And pop that into the lamp and cure. So I'm just going to finish this off with a bit of cuticle oil now. And rub that all in. And that's the first My Little Pony done. How cute is that?